Okay, so I'm kind of doing my little dance in my seat here because, like everybody else, I've seen you saw this. All the stuff, all the stuff from Samsung. Like, this is what we're here for. Minds are blown. And I know people are going to be like, what is wrong with the review? Why are you so excited? Did you not just see what we saw?
Guys, Samsung is coming for all of our pennies, all of our savings for the winter days, for the rainy days. It is in the winter, but they're coming for it because, and you know what? We must give it this. They came up with a great line. It's all got the
Yeah.
similar features and a great style. I know, I see what they were going for. It's nice simplicity, but we need to get into each of the parts. Where are we starting now, Brendan?
I mean, I want to start with the most fun stuff, which is the fold and the flip, but I think we need to build up. I think we need to like build up the anticipation. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down sort of our thoughts on everything Samsung's just announced. I think let's kick off with the Galaxy Buds 2.
Because if it was
Um,
just one bud, it would be a bud. And who can be friends with themselves? It's buds.
listen
It
here.
also comes out in purple because it's in Paris.
Oh no,
Two
listen here.
guys, it's
Wow,
Paris.
this is why my therapist said I need to love myself because clearly this is what I need to put up with.
You need
Um,
buds.
but okay, Galaxy Buds 2. So there's four different colors: white, black, uh, purple, or as Yasin
Paris.
said, there we go, and olive green. Um,
I love green too. Do you love green?
Samsung, what have
Come,
you done?
come, just go, go.
I blame, I blame, I
I'm not
blame
gonna
Samsung
stop
for
you
this.
anymore. I'm not gonna stop you.
Listen, I think the awesomeness of all the Samsung stuff has driven you a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so Galaxy Buds 2. This is the true successor to the original Galaxy Buds. It's got the square box. Remember the original Galaxy Buds looked like that, the pull shape box. So these are the Buds Plus, but I mean the Buds look the same. So
Is
it
it
looked like that.
Alanis Morissette?
Listen here, do not start. Okay, we're not. No,
It's a jagged little pill. That's
I
the
know.
reference I was doing because
I
it's music things. I'm trying to bring music now,
you're
music
also
jokes to
giving
the
away your
situation.
age because yeah. Anyway, okay. So the original Buds look like this. These are the Buds too, but I mean the original Buds the same. So pull shape box. Buds were sort of triangular. You can kind of see them. And then after the Buds 2, we went to Buds Live, which looked like this, square box. And then obviously we had the Buds Pro. I would show you, but I kind of lost them somewhere with other Buds. But anyway, it's not the point.
For those that don't know, Brendan is Ash Ketchum when it comes to Samsung products because he just wants to Pokemon the thing and catch them all.
Listen here, the Samsung fam is very nice, okay? So what can I say? And they
one day
make
we're
great
gonna
products.
one day we're gonna come to your house and then you're gonna have to do a video of all the Samsung products you have in your house.
Sorry, so I'm moving. I didn't tell you that. But any I'm not. Okay, Buds 2. So square box, which is nice because I like this design. I think it stands out from everything else because everything else looks kind of like these are my AirPods.
Is that
Um,
floss? What? No.
it's AirPods 2,
I
not
know.
Pro because I'm a journalist. I can't afford Pro. Also, these were a gift, so what can I say? But I like the shape because it's pocketable, but it's fits in your hair nicely. It's an iconic shape. But what's nice about it is all the accessories that fit your Buds Live and your Buds Pro are gonna fit your Buds too, which is pretty cool. Um, they're not
so
they're not the
so
beam shape.
they're catering for the people that lost the one earphone or the one bud because we all know there's
Yep.
a few people whose ear can only contain one bud and then the other one just bloop, it falls out the whole time. So I think for that people now they have two cases,
I mean,
which is good.
okay. To be fair, Buds Pro have never fallen out of my ears again because there's a nice little fit thing. Also, actually, they do that with the Buds too. So with the Buds too, with the app, you pop them in your ears, and there's like a little test that I can do to check and see which are the little silicon tips that are best suited to help seal it off because of the active noise cancellation. So you know what's the best fit for your ear. Which I think it sounds like a small thing, but I think it's such a great thing because when you get the buds, it's always like a standard silicon tip on there, and you're like, some people like me are just like, we'll go with whatever's on there. Then you're like, it doesn't fit properly. Samsung is like, we're gonna help you find the best fit, which is I think pretty dope, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. It's like pop them in on the app, done.
It's a small but great thing that for thing to do as well.
I
So
mean, I'm a small
are the
but great thing,
buttons
so
that
no
I'm looking
buttons.
for dirty jokes. No buttons. Tell me, oh, where's the buttons?
Buttons are in the no. It's in the cloud, Yassine. No, so it's all touch sensitive. Like Samsung Galaxy Buds have always been touch sensitive, which I think is really great. So you can do all your controls. You can do you play, pause, tap, active noise cancellation, work with Siri, Bixby, whatever. Wait, not Siri. Why
Who
am I saying
uses
Siri?
who uses Bixby
Google
still?
Assistant and Bixby. Actually, a lot of people. Weirdly enough, I'm not one of them. I'm not a fan, but that's because my whole house is Google Assistant. But anyway, um, like we were saying, it comes in different colors. What's interesting though is that the box is white, and the way you can tell which color buds you have. I mean, obviously you know because you bought them. But I mean, you can either open it or I don't know if you can see this little line sort of around
Yeah,
the box over there. So with the Galaxy Buds too, depending on what color you have, that line is going to be different. So if you have the black ones, then the box is white, but that line is going to be sort of black. If you have the olive
nice.
ones, it's going to be olive. If you have the purple ones, it's going to be purple. If you have the white ones, well, it's just white.
So is it like the Adidas Stan Smiths? We
I
it's
mean,
a it's a white tacky, but there's only like one edging that's got like the color.
basically, yes. Uh,
I like it. I like it.
I think that's
I'm a
cool,
fan.
actually. It's not like it's an interesting sort of take. I don't know how I feel about the two tone because I like this. Like, I want my buds and my box to be the same color, just because it's who I am. I feel like they're going for a slightly different audience. It's almost like a slightly, I don't want to say slightly younger audience, but probably an audience that's cooler than I am with these buds.
So 70%. Okay, carry on. Let's say.
Listen here,
But here's the
it's
other
the
thing.
BTS team, okay? It's the BTS group, so clearly cooler than me.
But the other thing is they're going with white. I'm not a fan of white, like in anything, because I just feel like white means I'm about to dirty it. Even if it's a shiny surface, I just feel like I'm the person that's gonna go, oh, sorry, there's a mess, and now I'm stuck with this thing.
I mean, fair, but I mean, I've had these, AirPods for a while, and me who can lose anything or dirty anything has not been able to, dirty this. So I think it'll be okay. It is sort of like a glossy kind of finish, more like the Buds Pro box than it is with this one, with the Buds Live. But to each their own. The
What's
interesting thing
the
is,
what's the battery life?
so battery life, they're saying I think it's like up to 5 hours with noise cancellation on because it's got active noise cancellation. And then obviously with the case, I think you're getting up to like 20 odd hours or something using the case, obviously popping it in every time when you're charging it. So the case will give you an extra 20 hours. I think that's pretty dope. Without active noise cancellation, you're probably going to get about 8 hours or so. Like, I don't understand why you're sitting with the buds in your ears for 8 hours,
But
but if that's
also,
who you are,
again, I know noise cancellation is a good thing, and I just feel like it's very unsafe, especially for buds, because like, what if you're just walking in the road and now you don't hear the car behind you, or you're riding your bike, and then what happens? Noise cancellation is not, I don't know, it's not a vibe for me.
okay, so I love noise cancellation just because I don't want people disturbing me. Like, leave me alone with your drama. Thank you very much. Baby llama don't want no drama over here. Um, but they do have, so my term is transparency mode, where you can kind of still hear the noise. So if you're going running somewhere, or I don't know, you're one of those active people. I say this while I'm wearing Under Armour. This is ironic.
Gross.
I'm not one of those active people. But if you are and you want these buds to go running or whatever, you're pairing them with your Galaxy Watch 4. Um, you got the transparency mode, so you can still hear the noise, the ambient noise around you, and you can still listen to your music. So I think that's pretty cool. Samsung thought about this because they know that that's what people want.
So it's like noise cancellation ish.
No, I mean, I haven't actually put them in my ears. I've been able to sort of experience them, touch the product and stuff. I've like, you're not gonna go to a thing and be like, "Hey, I know other people are gonna come like next week or something to come and experience this. I'm gonna pop these in my ears now." That's disgusting. I'm waiting for Samsung to send me my own pair of buds too and all the stuff. But I mean, why would you have noise cancellation and that ambient mode, that transparency mode? To me, it's like, you can't have both. You shouldn't have both, really. Working at the same time, because that just defeats the purpose. So I would go ambient mode and then have my music playing, so you can kind of hear the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
surroundings. Because also the nice thing is you can kind of toggle sort of levels of ambient mode, how much noise is
Oh,
coming
okay.
in. So I think that's pretty dope. Um, Another feature which Samsung is bringing in is this ability to sort of your buds will intelligently be able to move between devices. So, for example, let's say you've got a Galaxy Tab S7 or S7 Plus, you've got your Samsung laptop, which we do not have in the country. You've got your, I don't know, your Z Fold 3 or your Z Flip 3 or S21 Plus or whatever. Um, and you've got your Galaxy Buds too. Like, say you're busy on your tablet and a phone call comes in through to your phone. If your buds are paired to your tablet and all of your devices are on the same, registered to the same Samsung account, and you're on the same Wi Fi, these buds will intelligently be able to pick up, oh, there's a call coming in, and automatically swap over from being connected to your tablet to your phone so you can
Oh,
automatically answer.
snap.
And it's like, that's pretty cool. And as soon as the call's over, it'll swap back to the device you were just using. That's pretty
So,
cool.
yeah, that's such a simple but a great piece of technology in terms of anything can be around you, you multi-device, and then
Yeah.
it will sort itself out. You don't need to take off, put on, and then make things happen. It'll just that's great work, Sam. Good work.
I mean, do we expect anything less? Because you and I have spoken about this on the podcast many times. Lately, what Samsung has been doing is focusing on ecosystem and bringing that whole experience together. And that's what this is. It's the little things now that's bringing together what's already a very impressive ecosystem. And they're giving you more reason to not ever want to leave. Because, I mean, you could go and get buds from someone else. You could get, Sony buds. You could get Bang& and Olufsen. You could get, any number of buds. It's not going to do that, and that's a small thing that I think has a big impact on your experience. And I think you would have noticed from what Samsung said, there's a lot of that. Like, I think a lot of people might be saying, oh, it doesn't seem like these new products are massive upgrades. But to be fair, I don't think Samsung needed to do massive upgrades
Yeah.
because this stuff was already so good. It's now about refining it, as we're gearing up to move into the next wave of things, which, they publicly said before is going to be 5G and foldable. And that's really what this was. So I think
It's
there's a
also the
lot to
thing
talk
of
about there, but anyway.
if they are upgrading every year or coming out with a new set every year, it won't be big steps. It will just be polishing, and then like the big steps will be implemented in the polishing as well. So I think this is not only a great move, a smart move regarding the technology that they're bringing out.
I mean, are we surprised? Samsung is number one for a reason, and yet again they're showing it. I think the interesting thing for them is going to be, with these buds, with the watches, with the phones, what people's reaction is going to be. Because I think a lot of people were excited about the ideas of foldable, devices when the first fold came out. I remember sitting in the audience at the event in Johannesburg with the global announcement. And no, no, wait, there's
No,
a point. No, there's a point
okay,
to
okay,
this.
okay,
There's a
okay.
point to this. And I'm sitting there, I'm on my phone, I'm tweeting and everything. I'm not even watching the screens because I'm like, oh, S10, S10 plus. And you can kind of hear the chat in the background. And I knew when the Fold commercial came on, when they unveiled the Fold, because all of a sudden there was dead silence. You could hear a pin drop in that building. And everyone lost their minds. And we got some hands on time with that original Fold, and then eventually, they had to do some updates to that. Then they did the Fold 2. And the Fold 2 was actually my phone of the year for 2020. It's such a great phone, and all the accompaniments that came with it were all fantastic. And I think those were big moves. I think what you're going to see now, and this is what we talk about in a little bit, is that because they've done such big moves already, what Samsung is now doing, like we just said, is the small refinements. And I think people are going to argue, is this worth my time or my money? My sort of point on that is yes, but there are caveats. If you have a Note 20 Ultra, if you have a pair of Galaxy Buds Pro, if you have a Galaxy Watch 3, this is not for you. I get that, but you're not the only people buying Samsung stuff. Like, there's a lot of other people out there. And as you're going to see with the price points, I mean, you would have seen with the price points that they've announced, but especially with the Fold and the Flip, what they're doing is now they're bringing you this great technology that we've had in all these other things, and bring it to a lower price point, which means more people are going to be able to buy it. And you're seeing it with the buds, and you'll see it. Obviously, you've seen the announcement. You'll see it with the rest of the products. You wanted to say something before we move on to the next thing.
Oh no, I actually wanted to stop you to say, yo, we must cover those full things when we get there. But with that said, though, I do think this line that they just announced is for the next year or two will fall under the opulence. It will fall under like the no. So
Mm.
that's what I say for the next year or two because it's gonna be in that bracket of like things you don't necessarily buy firsthand from them. Do you know what I mean? Because you go like the buds you might buy from someone else. Same
Well,
with the
I
phone and
mean,
stuff like that.
pre-order deals as well.
Yeah,
But anyway,
and
um,
but you understand what I mean though. And then I
yeah.
think within the next couple of years, it's gonna move into like they're going, yo, the fold will be cheaper, the
Mm.
flip will be cheaper. The buds we're already seeing become cheaper than the last one. Same with the watches. I think we'll meet that same thing. So this new line, I'm excited because it just means maybe not this year, but in years to come, it's going to get more affordable.
I mean, I think it's already, it might not be as affordable as people would like it to be, but I think we can already see that prices are dropping on things. And I mean, I think it's a big move from the world's largest smartphone manufacturer. And even if it's something as simple as the buds, the fact that they're keeping the same shape, you can use the same accessories, it's opening up an entire ecosystem of products and accessories. And the only company who's successfully been able to do that is Apple. And the fact that Samsung is now thinking like this and saying, hey, this is what we need to do, I think is a big move from them because they're now saying, we know you're going to hang on to things for longer. Let's make it easier for you to hang on to things for longer. We can give you software updates to bring you some of these features or all of these great features that these new products are having. And we'll continue to support you and you can continue to remain part of the Samsung family so that when we bring you something that you do like, all the money you've invested in accessories are still going to. So I think that that's a smart move. And I know that the buds seem like a small thing, but if you look at it from that perspective, it's very clear what Samsung is moving towards. But before I get on my soapbox about that, let us talk about my oh my god, my favorite thing. Wait, I need to calm myself because when I saw this, I was just like, yes, please.